Sit down, son. Let me tell you a story. A story about an unexpected character who stepped up beyond his position to put his team on his back from a place most people would assume you couldn't make an impact at all. The man's name is Marcus Sims. You see, Marcus is a wide receiver in name alone. Across 10 weeks of football, he has accumulated 4 receptions and 28 total yards. Now, if this sounds like I'm trying to insult him, I assure you I am not. You see, this is the reality of many players in every single league. Given one title, but the reality is they're special teamers. No different than kickers and punters, asked to come out every couple of downs to either block or return or tackle. These positions don't often come with much glory, but Sims knew that glory can be made anywhere. You see, up to this point in the season, the Michigan Panthers were struggling. Offense couldn't move a pebble down the side of a mountain, much less a ball against an opposing force. Receivers couldn't catch a cold, and defense couldn't keep a fat kid from candy. All this together meant the Michigan Panthers had just 3 wins and 6 losses. But by nothing short of a miracle, if they were to win this game against the Stars, they would somehow make it to the playoffs. It appears that on this day, though, the only man to care about that fact was Sims. The defense came out and might as well have handed a roadmap to the Stars on how to get to the end zone, and the offense didn't do much better by driving but 32 yards before attempting a half-court shot of a field goal to no avail, which the Stars saw as a perfect opportunity to lengthen their lead in both points and time of possession, with a drive lasting over 9.5 minutes. This is where something snapped for Sims. You see, Sims didn't want to lose this game, and his team was putting about as much heart into winning as my grandma puts flavor into her food, bless her soul. Meaning it was up to him to get that little engine started. And started he did, catching a low kickoff and taking it across the field all the way to the opposing 36-yard line. Now, to really paint a picture of how much they needed this, the Panthers would attempt a field goal not 4 plays later from the 33-yard line. Meaning without this return, this video is possibly being made about a punter instead. But that's not all Marcus had to do, because like any first date, the Stars wouldn't go down that easy, completing their own field goal to keep the lead at 10 points. But Marcus would not be so dissuaded himself. If they couldn't score from the 36, maybe he'd just get the ball a little bit closer, taking it this time to the 21-yard line. It was a damn miracle. Now, is that close enough for y'all boys? Marcus would ask. The answer to that question was still no, but Cole Murphy, the kicker, was thanking him at least for making his job a bit easier since the offense seemed to have a phobia for first downs. But as the game progressed, it seemed like his team was slipping further away. That 10-point lead turned into a 14-point lead by the end of the half, and believe it or not, even another field goal couldn't seem to rally the troops in the start of the third quarter. And just outside of 5 minutes left in that same quarter, Sims had had enough. Lined up outside the right tight end, he comes in hotter than a fresh pancake dipped in Texas Pete. Not just blocking the punt, but putting the punter in a spin cycle, giving up the scoop and score to ignite a fire under the butt of his teammates, who would manage to squeak out one more offensive touchdown to unbelievably bring the Panthers back from the dead and give them a lead in the fourth quarter. And the defense transformed themselves from a baby gate into the Great Wall. All in all, as much as you want to say it's a team game, the Panthers only had 201 yards of offense and 1 touchdown, while Sims single-handedly put up 167 return yards and a blocked punt for a touchdown, creating the most spectacular game from the most unexpected player.
Game, and now here on the punt return, getting after Hairolahu, and he blocks the punt.